Hey guys, what's up? I am back with the brand new video and it's time to do a check out the performance of the Redmi Note 11 against the Samsung Galaxy A32, and the A32 is powered by MediaTek Helio G80 processor with a 6GB of RAM, while the Redmi Note 11 is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 processor with 4GB of RAM. On the back we have quad cameras. So on the back we have 64 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide. We also have a 5 megapixel macro and a 5 megapixel depth sensor, while on the Redmi Note 11 we have 50 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide with a 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And the back is made up of plastic on both phones, and the frame also is made up of plastic. On the Redmi Note 11 we have fingerprint scanner on the side, while on the A32 we have in-display fingerprint scanner. On the bottom we have headphone jack on the A32, which is also available on the Redmi Note 11, which is on the top. Also we have a single speaker on the A32, while on the Redmi we have dual speakers. So in this video I'm going to show you how much a difference between the Snapdragon 680 versus the MediaTek Helio G80 inside the A32. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, now let's start off with the boot up test. Like always, here we go. And the Redmi Note 11 is more faster when it comes to booting up, while the Samsung A32 is taking a lot of time. On the Redmi Note 11 we have Android 11 with MIUI version 13, while on the Samsung we have Android 11 as well with Samsung One UI version 3.1. No Android 12 update as of now on the A32. Also, and this is almost a 1-year-old phone, the A32 now also done about 4 or 5 second difference there. Now let's talk about the displays between these devices, and both phones has a 6.4-inch display. The difference is that we have Full HD AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate versus a Full HD Plus, the Super AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate. Also we have Infinity U display on the A32 on the center, while on the Redmi Note 11 we have punch hole on the center, and the punch hole looks much better as compared to the U-shaped notch. Also on the bottom chain as well as the bezels around the display, it is very similar on both phones. Everything's closed up in the background and you can see no application is running in the background. Now let's opening up phone dialer. Little move faster on the Samsung. Again we have different animation. So next on the list is the settings. Little move faster on the Samsung if I'm not wrong. Now let's go to the display and let me show you the refresh rate. See, we have 90Hz refresh rate on both phones. Now let's check out some more application. Now let's open Amazon Shopping, and that is a little more faster on the Redmi Note 11. So now let's see the scrolling. That is very similar on both phones. Again we have 90Hz refresh rate. Now let's open this, little more faster on the Redmi Note 11. Now let's check out some games application. Now let's opening up the Candy Crush Saga. Again we have Qualcomm Snapdragon 680, little more faster on the A32. Now let's open Instagram, faster on the A32. Now let's opening up Pinout. Pinout is very similar on both phones and you can see. Now let's open Snapchat, little more faster on the Samsung. Now let's opening up the Spotify, and the Spotify it is little more faster on the Redmi. Now let's opening up the Subway Surfer. Both phones is open this game at the same time and you can see. Now let's opening up the Temper 2. And Temper 2 is way faster on the Redmi Note 11, and the performance is back and forth, about 1 or 2 second difference there. Now let's opening up the Twitter, that is little more faster on the Samsung A32. Now let's open Zedge, and the Zedge is faster on the A32. Now let's see the scrolling, really smooth on both phones, no lag whatsoever. And last I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. Now let's see which one is more faster. And the Samsung is more faster there. Again we have 64 megapixel main camera, yes, and the camera performance is more better on the Samsung. Now let's look at the front camera. So here is the front camera on both phones. The front camera looks more better. Yes, it is more better on the A32. Okay guys, now let's see internet browser speed. I am seeing the for Samsung internet browser on the A32, while on the Redmi Note 11 we have Google Chrome. Now let's opening up wikipedia.org. Little more faster on the Redmi Note 11. Now let's see the scrolling, and that is feels more smoother on the Samsung because I can see the difference. And the Redmi Note 11 is a 60 Hz in the Google Chrome. I don't know why. So now let's open English, and that is faster on the Redmi Note 11. Now let's see the scrolling again. I think yes, more smoother on the Samsung again. I can see the difference. Next on the list is the apple.com, and apple.com is faster on the Samsung this time, and you can see the performance is back and forth mostly, and the performance is very similar. Now let's see the scrolling. That is more smoother on the Samsung again. Now let's see RAM management on both phones. We have 4 GB of RAM versus a 6 GB of RAM on the Samsung. Now let's opening up phone dialer, refresh on the Redmi. Now let's opening up settings, no refresh. Now let's open Amazon shopping, and that got refresh on the Redmi only. Now let's open Candy Crush Saga, refresh on the Redmi again. Now let's open Instagram, no refresh. Now let's open Pinout, no refresh. Now let's open Snapchat, no refresh. Now let's open Spotify, same result. Now let's open Subway Surfer, refresh on the Redmi. Also we have single speaker. So here the speaker looks like. So here is the Redmi Note 11 max volume, and you can see here is the Redmi Note 11. Those speakers looks like with max volume, and here is the Samsung single speaker. You can see no comparison in that area. Now let's opening up Temper 2, refresh on the Redmi again. Now let's opening up the Twitter, no refresh. Now let's open Zedge. Seems like in-app refresh on the Redmi. Last we're back to the internet browser, refresh on the Redmi Note 11. And guys, what I have to say regarding the app's opening speed, as you can see that, and the Samsung A32 as well as the Redmi Note 11 and both phones is performing very similar in the game app running time. Sometimes the Redmi Note 11 is more faster, and sometimes the A32 is more faster. In terms of the RAM wise, and the A30 is performing incredible in the RAM management, not a single refresh. While on the Redmi Note 11 we have a lot of refresh. Also we have 5000 mAh battery size with a 15 watt fast charging. On the Redmi we also have 5000 mAh battery size with a 33 watt fast charging. And that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Redmi Note 11 versus the Samsung Galaxy A32. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.